Oh,
Hey, how we doing?
good, man. Were these honors a surprise for you? I think a lot of people expected you to win Player of the Year, but now that it's happened, has that sunk in? Did it surprise you? What's been your reaction?
It definitely sunk in by now. Coach said it at practice, and when coach talked to me, that's when it kind of like, or he called me before it even got released, and then that's called my family. So it was something that got went from surreal to believable and all that, and said it. So it's just an honor to be up for that award. So
what's the best part about it? And I know you don't obsess over it. I know you're focused on what's ahead, but what is the best part about achieving that?
I think the best part, I mean, not even only me, but achieving that as far as all the other guys on the team that got their accolades too. It's just a product of us winning and being successful in this season, and all the hard work that they've done, and not only me, but they've done, and the coaching staff too, to help those guys and put those guys in that position to do that.
Can I ask you about your game against Texas Tech here? You hit a big shot, you go for 37. Did you think of it that night? Did you think this could be in the cards for me now? Because there's always that moment.
Yeah. There's always that moment. There's a lot of moments I would say this year, but that was kind of early on when we still had a lot of other games and still tough schedule, or a tough schedule ahead of us then. So I mean, it was a good moment, a defining moment you could say, but in my mind there's still more work to be done.
Ochai, when you look back, your beginning of this year, getting all that NBA advice and everything, and how much that improved your game, and that goes toward all the honors you're getting now. How thankful were you for that moment now? Back then, that led to now.
Yeah. No, I'm really thankful. All the people that guided me, especially through those times, and just made sure that my mentality and my preparation was on point going into the season and going into all the games that we had. So and obviously it hasn't changed, and I'm trying to continue to do that moving forward.
How are you doing? I mean, you've had a lot of minutes in the last 4 games. Just how are you doing in terms of staying fresh?
Staying on top of my body, on top of my body and on top of my recovery. I think it's something that is really, I've kind of learned, to take more special care of this year, because, I'm playing all these high minutes and, producing and all that. So just focusing on that. I just actually got out of the Normatec boots. So I was just resting my legs in there before practice. So that's just, a normal everyday thing I do.
You're getting ready to play Kansas City. This is probably the last time you play in KC. Just what's that mean to you to kind of wrap up your college career in the city where you're from?
It means a lot. I was actually on an interview earlier today. They were talking about if I had gone to any other Big 12 games, like prior to being in college or ever knowing I was going to go to Kansas. I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, I went to see Texas Tech and Texas play at the Big 12 tournament. And my sister was at Texas at the time, so I was kind of rooting for him a little bit, but it was just a good game. I think I was watching Andrew Jones play out there, which was crazy enough because I was, ended up playing against him. But, being the one on the court now, where you get, everyone has that buzz and the fans are all, I feel that, and it's crazy to have my last go around here this time.
Ready for a normal Big 12 tournament? Because you only had one, right? Your freshman year.
My freshman year, yeah. Always something in Kansas City, but for the past 2 years. But no, it's exciting to go into this tournament knowing everything's been going well this season, as far as with the mask mandates and all that stuff. So I know everyone's going to be excited, no matter if there's how many people in there or no people in there. We've been in both environments, so it's just going to be fun to go out there and play basketball. So.
You made a big jump your junior to senior year of high school, right? You're kind of smaller D1. Schools recruiting you all the way ramping up to Kansas. Would you compare that to the jump you made juniors to senior year of college?
A little bit, yeah, I would say so. Just that jump of roles. I had that role of being the guy on my high school team my junior year, and then that obviously expanded into my senior year, and then you start to get on this attention late into the senior year. So it's kind of the same. I've been in this position before, but just not at this level, not at this scale. But it's nothing different that I haven't seen. That's what kind of just keeps me humble.
Ochai, you mentioned your sister. How much did you kind of toughen you up in moments like this where the going gets tough and you're getting to the nitty-gritty?
Just with her experience, she was a Division I college athlete, obviously, playing at where the stakes are just as high as you're playing here at Kansas. So she knows night in, night out, you're getting the best opponents, the best, everyone's best go around. So she knows how to, every single game, taking it seriously, taking it game by game, because, it's a long season and everyone's, going after you.
Coach mentioned the other day, I think to the crowd before your speeches, let's go over to Kansas City and determine who the best team in the Big 12 really is. Is that how you guys are looking at this thing? What's at stake over there? What are you putting into it? What do you hope to get out of it?
Just another chance to get better, another chance to practice, for the March Madness tournament, where the stakes are at the most high, but, stakes are still high here. We obviously, shared the conference. So I think we have something to prove going into this, trying to be on top of the conference and show that we're the best in the Big 12. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Up to this point now, we've had a good season that's gone to great. And then, obviously, what we do from now moving forward is great to special. So all that stuff is can't be taken away from us now. It can't be taken away from me now. But the only thing you can do now is just add to it.
Another thing that Bill mentioned, you said your name was looking at the draft before your senior speech. How special was it for you to hear that coming from the coach that recruited you and senior?
Yeah. Really special. I had actually told the story about him walking up to me at practice and telling me my freshman year that I was going to be an All-American. Obviously he said that, and I was just kind of shocked when he said that. But before he announced me up for my senior speech and he said that, it actually did. It hit pretty hard because I remember him saying that all those years ago, and like I said, everything's coming full circle, and all that hard work's paid off.
Did that come up when you were deciding whether to come back last summer? Did he remind you of you want to be an All-American?
Yeah. We had a sit down conversation. My family was there, and we talked for a long time, but he had a lot to say about whether this when I come back this season, what it's going to look like. What he sees me being at the end of the season or just throughout the whole entire season. So that was a good visualization, of what was to come for this season. So.
Did it look like this?
Something like this. Yeah. You always expect the best. You always set goals for yourself going to the season, but my main goal was just to win, and everything else would take care of that.
Do you think this team has a sense of its identity heading into March?
Yes, I think at this point, through all the ups and downs that we've had this season, more ups and downs, but all the learning lessons that we've had, everyone's had their had to battle some sort of adversity, and that's when they really find themselves. And I think that's what makes our team so special, is because we realize that everyone has their role and their identity, and doing that at your best is going to only make us more successful.
Any thoughts on KJ making the All-Freshman team?
Oh, that's a huge honor. That's a huge honor. I know it's crazy because it didn't seem like he was in some Big 12 games where he was making a big impact, but anyone that he was in, he was making that huge impact. And I know all the coaches from the other Big 12 schools saw that, and they see that he's going to be a great player here.
What areas have you maybe seen him grow?
Really just being mature. I think a lot of the freshmen and newcomers have taken that role, just having that maturity, whether they know they're going to get in the game and play 10 minutes or not play that game. They still have the same maturity level to support the guys that do play and everyone else that has a good game that game and all that. So just the maturity level of our team is something that's really shocked me.
I think you said it, but I think some of your teammates have said it too in the last few days. You kind of talk about just feeling like you're just getting started.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you say that? Why does it feel that way, and what does that mean, I guess?
Like throughout the season, people would be like, or people would tell me, they'd be like, okay, like I'm excited for the season. We were like 5 games in. They're like, oh yeah, I'm excited for the season. And then I started saying, I'm excited for the season when we were like 10 games in and like 15 games in. I was like, I'm still excited for the season. Like now we're at this point. Now the season's actually here, and it's like that's been my mindset. And I've, every time someone's been like, congratulations, I'm just like, I'm excited for this season because we still have a lot more to do. And, this is the time that we were talking about where our new season starts. And, like I said, the stakes are much higher and a lot, everything from this point on, means a lot more.
Coach, can you talk about getting the win on Saturday and your shots weren't going?
Mhm.
Maybe take a little pressure off of you, knowing that, you don't have to score 25.
Yeah, I mean, even during that game when shots weren't falling, I didn't really feel like there was pressure, still on me. Like I was talking about, my teammates, I always give the credit to them because they've actually gotten a win without me, even they're on the team or even playing in the game. So I know they're fully capable of doing it, whether I'm playing good or bad. That's just the trust level that that goes with our team. They trust me even though I'm missing shots that I can make an impact on the game, whether that be scoring or anything else.
And can you talk about the loose ball that you dove out, tip out to second half that led to, I think we got a couple of free throws.
Just making winning plays. Like I said, if my shots aren't falling, anywhere or anytime during that game, where I could make an impact that would actually change the game without me, putting the basket or pulling the ball in the basket, was going to be good. So I had the opportunity to dive on the ball. Coach always says first person on the floor is, usually you guys end up the successful team winning it. So that's just the mentality I had at that point.
From your perspective on Jay Will's season,
Mhm.
What have you enjoyed the most with him and how he's kind of progressed and obviously played great the other day? Seems to be really just clicking right now.
Yeah, I don't really want to sound like a broken record, but his maturity level's been off the charts. I think he's one of the most mature guys on our team. Going through what he went through in the beginning of the season and then working his way back into the starting lineup, building that back up, and then once conference season hit, it's been all locked in. He's focused, and I've been really proud of him and the way he's held himself and his composure on the court, and everything else. When guys are cheering against him, or opposing fans are cheering against him, he's keeping his head. Whether he's doing good or bad, he's supporting the team and supporting everything about us. So.
Did you know he had that in him? Did you know he handled it that way?
Yeah. I mean, after he had gone through that, it was like what else can he do? He had that chip on his shoulder. He was looking to prove something this year, and I think he's doing just that. Who do? Thank you, guys.